Hello, everybody, and happy Monday, the 13th of July 2026. How are you? Alwyn Jennings here, your spiritual guide and divorce empowerment coach, coming in with the energies for this week, starting from today till Sunday, the um, 19th of July. So, if you've been watching the astrology lately or listening to those experts in astrology, you will know that this is going to be a big week leading up to a very big astrological event. Don't panic though. So, right, so how are you, first of all? Okay, we're still in the midst of Mercury retrograde, and it's behaving differently for different people, as in we're all having our own individual experience. Some of us are having trouble with tech and communication, sort of the normal stuff, and others of us are having kind of our past coming back up to be healed or looked at in some way. If you're not consciously doing that, then you might be having weird dreams. Again, kind of associated to your past, maybe even your childhood. Because this Mercury retrograde kind of wants you to get clear on what you're not taking forward into what people and astrologers are calling this new earth energy, which you will have heard a lot about, but it's now being backed up astrologically as well, apparently. So we've been having Mercury retrograde, we've still got that for a few weeks. Today there's a Mercury Cazemi in Cancer. And obviously it's a time when Mercury is going retrograde. So it's likely to bring you some aha moments, hopefully. You might get some clarity as well. It's an opportunity to close out the past, apparently. So, what have you been clinging on to? What is it you need to let go of, what you still haven't? There's lots of things I've been trying to let go of. And sometimes they still come back, as if, well, are you sure you want to let go of this? Because, it might be a behavior or a pattern that I've been following for a long time, right? So every now and again, your ego goes, hang on a minute, we used to do it this way, or we used to believe this, so just it's things like that. It might not be anything major, like a relationship or that you need to leave behind, or a job that you need to leave. It could be lots of little things that you're wanting to change, but perhaps haven't, because it's kind of easier to stay in the old stuff. But today, possibly for some of us, we may get these light bulb moments. Venus, I believe, is also squaring Uranus, which may well shake up some relationships as well. I think that's today too. Do certain relationships need adjustments? Again, it doesn't necessarily mean endings, and it can be the relationship with yourself. And then, because the whole point of Mercury retrograde and this Cazemi is to slow us down, to really get ourselves to really allow ourselves to be who we are, and we're all different now, aren't we? We've all changed such a lot. And then tomorrow we've got the new moon in Cancer. This is understood to be an initiation point for the huge energy which is coming later in the week. Again, it's inviting us to slow down, to receive these new energies. So you're going to ask me now, what are you talking about? What are these new energies? Well, you know me, not an astrologer, but I've been following it. And many, many years ago, there was a French astrologer that used to talk about this basket. It was named after him. It's like a basket or a cradle. And it's just the way the planets are being lined up. So Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune have been in a trine for a while now, and they're going to carry on like that for a while. But this becomes exact, whatever that means, on the 19th of July, which is Sunday. And that's because Jupiter is joining them as those planets as well. And it creates like this bowl shape, like this, or a basket shape. And what this French astrologer said was this would be a massive catalyst for collective change. That's huge, isn't it? Or it feels huge. Where we're able to move into new levels of consciousness. So the Cancer new moon tomorrow and this Mercury Cazemi are also asking us to slow down so we can embody these new energies that are coming and to really become our authentic self, because your only purpose in life is to be you. And we spend years not being us. We spend years playing a role according to, who we're trying to get approval of. So it's all about following your inner knowing. Kirsty Gallagher explained this as like a birth canal. So we're like going to be in this birth canal, and when we emerge next week or someday, I'm not sure, we're going to be this. We're letting go. It's an opportunity to let go of everything that we don't want to take with us into this new version of humanity, this higher level of consciousness. What does that mean in practical reality? It simply means we're more aware. We're more aware of our intuition, our inner knowing. We're more aware of what we're here for on a soul level. We're more aware of wanting to be authentic and doing things differently, because really a lot of the things in the world are not working, are they? And there needs to be a new way of living. There needs to be a new way of being. And we can see in the news various things that are collapsing around us. So it is playing out in real life, but this is more of a consciousness level, so it's more of an awareness. So it may not be that anything dramatically changes for you. It just may well be that you really have the urge and the urge to just turn up as you, to just be you, to let go of all of the crap that's been keeping you small, that's been pulling you back into the past, because you're not in the past. You are not, and just saying how you feel, being totally honest with yourself as well. It's a bit like the death of your ego. You might find it's not going to be easy, this. You might find it's a little bit yucky, a little bit hard, could feel like a dark night of the soul, that kind of thing. But it's all about us expanding into our higher self. And essentially, we can't take our old stuff, or our old crap, as I so beautifully put it earlier, into this new level of consciousness, okay? It's a move towards more heart-led leadership as well. Things can't stay the way they are, because it doesn't, lots of things don't work anymore, do they? And as we're becoming more and more aware, I'm not going to go on about the education system, but that's one to start with, isn't it? It's not fit for purpose in many ways. It doesn't fit the demographic of our new earth children. It doesn't support them in a way that they need to be supported anymore. So I'm going on for a bit of a tangent there, because I've been helping somebody with something where their child is like not fitting into, what the school expects. So, off you go. It's terrible. Anyway, that's beside the point. But these are the things. So we're having to find a new way around all of this. So people are coming up against these hard realities of what isn't supportive anymore, and therefore a change needs to happen. So it's a heavy week. If you're super sensitive to energy like me, you're going to have fun or not. Watch your dreams. They're going to be quite significant, I think. Maybe spend some actual time working out, you know, how you can perhaps do things differently for yourself. You just start with you. You don't have to start with the education system or anything big like that. Just start with you. I mean, that's all you can do. That's all that can be asked, right? Um, but yeah, it feels quite big. Um, and to support that, out of the Light Seers Tarot cards, we've got the Hangman, which is all about going with the flow, all about seeing things from a different perspective. So do you remember that clarity coming in? Maybe just having an aha moment, but not worrying about it and just seeing how things turn out. And then the Chariot is, positive about moving forward on a new pathway. And you might have a choice. I'm being shown some people are going to have a choice of which pathway to follow, and neither of them will be wrong. Okay, that's which is the interesting point, because as long as you're being your authentic self, either of those pathways will be all right for you. Okay, so it's good. It's a good energy. See, sort of letting go of things, seeing things from a different perspective, maybe getting some clarity, and then just moving forward with that. Because of course we need to take action. If we don't take action, we're choosing to stay the same, aren't we? So that's my little summary of what's going on this week energetically. Um, look after yourselves. Be compassionate, especially if old stuff is coming up. Um, you know where I am if you need some support with my intuitive coaching or anything else where you feel that you just need some clarity. All right, do take care, everyone, and I will be back on the 20th, hopefully, birthed into this new age, new earth. All right, take care. Bye for now.